go for a drive. Hopefully this will sit in there properly. See what happens. Go for a drive, hey? Rightio. Let's go. Tamborine Town. Here we come. Just done a delivery to one of our awesome customers. Beautiful, fresh spring water. There we go. I like this bit here. It's like a roller coaster. It's really cool. Better when you come from the top. But here we'll do. Here we go. Off and rolling. Woo. How cool is that? So yesterday was a pretty cool day in Tamborine Town. Something I wanted to share with you guys today. Yeah, a couple of memorable little things happened to me yesterday. I caught up with a senior in our community, let's just say that, a senior in our community. And we got to talking about Tamborine, and I said to this wonderful senior in our community, I said, you like Tamborine, you like living here? What do you like most about it? And they said to me, I have never had so many friends in my life than what I do here now in Tamborine. And yeah, it kind of really struck me how important that comment was, you know, like, never had so many friends in my life than I do here now in Tamborine. And they told me how, you know, if they haven't been seen for a couple of days, there's always a phone call. What are you up to, mate? We haven't seen you for a while. Everything good? And, you know, just feeling the support from the community for that person, just, you know, checking in and, you know, although they might not respond to you in the way you expect, sometimes they might be a little bit grumpy, like, yeah, I don't need you, blah, blah, blah. It really, really does count, and it really does matter. The relationships that you have in your town, in your community. So, yeah, I just want to shout out to Tamborine Town and our seniors and let them know that, you know, you guys do matter to us. You are important to us. We love your tales. We love your stories. We love your truthfulness, mostly. Yeah. As much as you don't want to know this, yeah, we love you. So that was a wonderful story that made me really proud of our town. Your town. And it propelled me into one of my water customers. Got to saying how Yarra Bilba is backing onto his back doorstep, and within 7 years he's going to have homes right on his back doorstep, which, you know, he's a little bit worried about, because he came to this community for the space, for the, you know, the isolation as well, you know, not having to see, you know, that city and what goes with being in a city. It's so busy, it's so hectic, it just is daunting for some people. That's why they like it out here in the bush. That's why they like, you know, to be on their own. And he said, I love this community so much. I don't want to see it turn into a city. and he recalled a story where he had happened to drop $120 in town and didn't even know it. And about 2 weeks later, he turned up at the shop that he had actually dropped the money in, and I might as well give them a plug. It was our local produce, our local hardware, Tamborine traders, all the wonderful staff in there, and Christina, of course, manager, owner, neighbour, community. Yeah, they handed back this $120 and said, "Oh, did you drop this a couple of weeks ago?" And he was still oblivious to have dropped it, and they assured him that it was in fact his. So you know, that doesn't happen a lot in life. You know, $120 is a lot for somebody, you know, who's desperate, who is just surviving. You know, $120 could go, it could feed a family, but someone picked up that money in our community and handed it in. So just wanted to shout out and say a big thank you to our community, to our people. I'm not sure who this person was, but you know, and also to the produce to hold that cash, you know, to remember this man's face, to remember this person, to give back to him, you know. So big shout out there. My last delivery yesterday, I got chatting to a young lad who came out and paid me for the water, and I felt that I really needed to talk to this young chap and spend some time with him. So I questioned why he wasn't at school, and of course it's one of those school things where you don't go on a Wednesday. Anyway, yeah, I chatted to him about life and what his hopes and dreams were, and really got like just a beautiful feeling about this young man. A feeling that he wants to go out and be someone, but he also wants to be amongst nature. He wants to be free. He believes in family, and although he may not know what he wants to do in the job perspective, he believes in having a trade back bit of running away and, playing on the computer or whatever they do these days, thumbs up for being a man, and having a conversation that might even drive you into finding your future. So yeah, that was my wonderful day. So I hope that you enjoyed listening and hearing about my experiences here in Tamborine Town. And we are back in Tamborine Town. I don't know where the sign was. Here it is here. Look at that. Look at that sign. Tamborine. It's a bit of an overcast day today, so hopefully our neighbours, our town will get some rain on the weekend. They are forecasting it. Let's cross our fingers and then I can have a couple of days off to be able to go for a ride somewhere. Yeah, so I hope you're having a good day today. Like me, doesn't look like I'm too busy today, spreading out the tambourine joy and love in my truck. But that's okay. Last night I joined a group of people at the Tamborine Hall for yoga. And some people might think yoga is like, I don't know, it's for people that really care about their body and alternate people, But I've got to say, I really love yoga. I love that, there was about 10 people there last night. There was even a little animal visitor, which was lovely. But, it's Tamborine. Support your locals. Have a go, have a try. Yoga for me is about, I sit in the truck all day long. I'm seated all day long, so I get to stretch those parts of my body that don't normally get stretched or don't normally get worked out. So that's what yoga brings to me. It brings also quite a strength in my body actually. Which surprises me. I didn't think that yoga could do that, but it does. Teaches you balance, breath, stretch, stillness. Anyway, I've talked enough shit for today. Shit. I like that word, shit. And I've got to go fill this tanker up. So have a wonderful day in Tamborine Town, or wherever you are. Over and out. Tamborine Tash.